It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is the Texans' Lengthy Corner.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taken at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive.
It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Pierce now up the middle. Gets past 1 man.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 14 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
Brandon, we both know plenty about this game, but you don't have to be an expert to figure out that they're going to lean heavily on their ground game to try and win this week. He sits number 5 in the league so far in rushing, and when they've had success on that side of the ball, he's been at the center of it. If they want to win in this one, he's got to play like that and help drive them down the field.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You look at this Colt defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
The Colts are going to get him.
Season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 22. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the boat. He's an asset to have in any offense.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second down, here's Richardson.
He's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Thorold, that got in there to bring him down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
3rd and long for Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson from 17 yards out. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one after the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, here's Pierce.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And he's got Pierce. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Anthony Richardson
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held to probably get the ball back. And they got everywhere in this one.
touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And now off to the races down the right side. And bulldozing his way through. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So here are the Colts to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Now Richardson is going to keep it running right.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
The Colts sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Anthony Richardson
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, fans of old school football, they got to be loving this partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the score this anymore. To me, this is workmanship.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce.
So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bully. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make the plays? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down. Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Michael Pittman.
Touchdown, Houston.
Michael Pittman.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you want those early holiday shoppers, or you want those guys get your list done, because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Richardson off the play fake. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it.
And the Texans scoop it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Prescott now from the 50. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. To throw is Prescott.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
That is caught by Dell.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Tank Dell.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, Walker showing the power.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Got his open man. It's Mallory.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Play action. Now Richardson lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Richardson looking to throw.
They've got his man complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
Touchdown Colts. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target to run the pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They go play action with Richardson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Richardson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to the air with Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line.
This pass caught. It's Woods.
Touchdown!
Jelani Woods.
39 yards. And they're able to add on to their extra point by Gay is up and good. Up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Prescott.
And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Richardson now on second down. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Taylor.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip. One cut, and he's grasping it in. But this time, he locked in on the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Richardson to throw off play action. As this complete to Woods. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned it slowly but surely. You also drain clock too in a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Prescott now. That's caught again by Schultz. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Colts 45-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
Prescott from the gun. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
On 1st down, Richardson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see him play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations at once.
23 yards, the final tally.
That's good for our Colts.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
But with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? This is 3rd and 10.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And, Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football. And the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great Jackson.
And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they've dropped 7 plays in the and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And just shedding him off there. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw is Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 1 yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Return for a Colts TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, you get a pick 6 in a season. It's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I won't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1.
Fights off the tackle at the 20.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And now out comes Houston.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now Prescott. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays.
And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here
as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
A short throw pulled in by Woods.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here, some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gay is on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Houston set to take over.
They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Prescott now on second down. He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Prescott. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
line.